Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, The Juice Review Show, brought to you by the Department of Held Vapors, and also part 2 of my review of Tub Thumping Brews Gumbo's range. In this part, I'll be looking at the Black of Jacks, the Campopino, and also the Hearts of Love. I've got to say for the record, any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been paid to do this review. I did not pay for the product they were very kindly sent me by Tub Thumping Brews for review purposes. Also got to state, individual taste setups and of course power levels will alter what you get from a juice. I can only personally tell you what I'm getting myself. Weapon of choice today, as always, will be the Geek Vape Blade, and that has got the AIM-09 Evo Dripper from Asvape, dual coiled to 0.25. Nearly forgot there, carry on like nothing's happened. Anyway, we won't go through labels and safety features and all that gibbons as I did that in part 1, so we're just going to crack straight on with the juice review. I'm going to start off, I don't think I'm going to start off with that one. I'll start off with this one, the Campopino. Obviously, Blackjack is a potential flavour that lasts in the tank. I don't want to do that one first. Right, I can't remember these sweets. Oh, they came, if I remember rightly, these are the ones I think they were. They came individually wrapped. And they were hard sweets, hard candy. And each one, and they were red and white stripe, but in a kind of a little swirl on the thing. Oh, I used to love these sweets. Good God, I went through so many of these. Right, as always, we're going to start off at 3.7, which is 56.5 watts. Here we go. It's good. Right, no throw hit. Clouds are what we're expecting. And if you saw part 1, clouds are to be expected. Flavour, what is again? He's nailed this so well. The little sweets used to be a strawberry and cream. I think they also did a peach and cream and something else with cream. I think there was like 3 different flavours you could get. They were all fruit with cream sweets. And this is actually identical to what the sweets were. Wow. Oh my God, I'm going to tell you now, this bottle is not going to last me very long at all. Oh. I used to eat so many of these as a kid. And even as I went into adulthood and people would buy a pack and then just share them out at work. And, oh, you're all right, yeah, I'll have no one. Oh, no one, yeah, I'll have no one. Yeah, just give me the bag. Cheers. Oh, these were kind of an addiction for me when I was a child and an adult. Because adults like flavours too. I might keep on banging on about this at the moment, but with what's going on in America, we fucking like flavours too. Why should kids have all the fun? This is for us. Anyway, bit of a tangent there. Anyway, that's really good. Wow. I'm going to go up to 4. Oh, but I'll be fair. Low down, I'm more than happy with that. So much, there's a lot of cream in there, but not to the point where you want to be sick. It mixes in, the strawberry is outstanding. Don't know why, there's still companies out there, mainly the ones that go for cheap shit. You know, they use cheap ingredients, and I don't know, you get that synthetic strawberry taste, and you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that chemical crap that I just put in vape? It tastes like, ah. But no, that is a gorgeous strawberry, and it mixes in so well with the actual cream element of it and the effect, and the hard candy effect as well. It's just like I'm sucking on the sweet. All right, we'll go up to 66 watts, which is now 4 volts. The cream is slightly taken over. I will admit, it pushes the strawberry now as more of an afterthought. You do get a gob full of cream, and once again, you lot can make your own jokes about that. But then you get the hard candy strawberry coming through at the end. I did prefer this lower down. Everything hits at once lower down. Separates out a bit, going up a bit here. Don't get me wrong, that strawberry is still absolutely amazing at the end. But it's a bit, it breaks it down a bit weirdly. So you've got like cream, and then someone's lobbed a strawberry in your mouth. Well, hard candy strawberry, obviously, but you know what I mean. Yeah, going higher up, that cream has started to take over a little bit. So low down, this is a low down juice. You do not have to pump the power up for this one. If you do get this, have a little fiddle with your settings. But go down maybe a little bit more than what you would have normally had it at. You might be surprised by this juice. Right, I'm going to go up to 4.2. 72.8 watts. I'm going to have a quick squirt beforehand as well. And I'm going to put some juice in. That'll do. I'll leave a little top up there. There we go, 4.2. is a bit meh, if I'm going to be honest. But then I kind of found that with the first three in part one. Going higher up, these do kind of meh out. But normally low to medium, they're really, really, really outstanding. This one, low, was perfect. It was absolutely spot on. You could see exactly what the creator was thinking about when he did this. Higher up, the cream takes over. Higher up again, does kind of a bit of a blank moot flavour. There's not a lot of flavour going on higher up. This is a low power juice. So yeah, if you are interested in this one, maybe knock your power down a bit and you'll discover how good this juice actually is. That is the Campapino. Glad I got that right. This is about take 3, because in take 2, I did call it the Campapino. And I don't think that would have gone down too well. Anyway, I'm going to blow out and I shall move on to the Hearts of Love. I love these cryptic titles for these juices. Yeah, we're dry again. God, I can't. Right, as with one in the first one, these plug and plays, there is, yeah, you can't really see on there, can you? A lot of juice around the nozzle bit again. I'm starting to not become a fan of these plug and plays. It's not all the juices, but every now and then you get one where for some unknown reason it just doesn't seal that top bit properly. So when you take your lid off, you've got a reservoir of juice all the way around the top bit. And then when you forget yourself to check the bottle, you fling juice everywhere. So yeah, I'm not a fan of these plug and plays, unfortunately, because that's done what that other one did in part 1. And I'm going to have to use the... there we go. There goes my... vaping cloths into another load of juice. Right, I'm going to go down to 3.7. Oh, I'm going to miss it completely and shoot off the end. There we go. Alright, I'm going back down to 56.6 or 3.7 volts. There we go. Clouds check. Throat hit 0 check. Flavour, I'm not too sure about on this one. They've got the back note perfectly. You know that one that was just like 1 or 2 degrees less than what you get with a refresher, that type of powdered, well, compacted powder sweet, as I like to used to call them. I'll be fair, as I've had a couple more puffs on it, it's heated the cores up. And yes, there's another one I can't fault. There's another one I can't fault. It is definitely a love heart. It's quite strong, actually. So that first go I had, obviously the cores have cooled down. Yeah. A couple more after that. That flavour's flowing through so much. It's actually rather quite strong, so I might have to put this one up just to dilute this down a bit. But there's no getting away from the fact that you can easily identify it as a love heart. Going up to 4 volts. Going up, try again in English, going up to 66.1 watts. Going up, this one does need a little bit more power. It does take some of that kind of concentrated flavour that you get low down out of it. It spreads it more evenly across. Does make the flavour last longer as well. It is like just whacking about 3 or 4 love hearts in your mouth at the same time. I would personally say this isn't one for me, but that's just a personal choice. If you're a fan of love hearts, I'd say go for it. I was never personally a fan, but I can't fault the juice. Just because of a personal preference, I can't fault the juice. The juice is doing exactly what it says it's going to do. Right, I've got to 4.2. Up to 73.1 watts. There we go. Kind of a weird twang higher up. So definitely this is better at one at mid-ground. I can't quite put my finger on what flavour is actually coming out more at that point. But it does hit right there. Slightly better now, I'll put a bit more juice on. Funny enough, maybe I was just getting a bit low. It does got that little fizz to it. Right on the end of the tongue. That's mainly where all the flavours are concentrated now. Right on the end of the tongue. I can't fault it because it's a flavour I don't like, because that hits it on the that does hit the money. That is Hearts of Love. Yeah, so any fans of Love Hearts, give that one a go. Bit of a power whore, it did appreciate the power. Alright, I'm going to move on to the last one now, which is the Black of Jacks. Just waiting for some member of the SJW community saying, "Oh, you can't say that!" Fucking idiots. Right, we're dry. Oh, God, I don't know what's going on with my throat today. We're dry. Here we go. Gone back down to 3.7 as always. Back down to 56.4 watts. Oh. Now, blackjacks were a personal favourite of mine as a kid. You may notice I had a lot of sweets when I was a kid. That went into adulthood as well, funny enough, blackjacks. As a kid, it was always funny to stick your tongue out at people because you had a black tongue. As I got older, I actually appreciated the flavour as well. Cloud production has been absolutely stonking across the whole range. With no fruit hit on any of them, which is a bonus, and it shouldn't be a fruit hit at 3 mg anyway. And with a level of EG in it. I've got to go to the sweet shop after this now because there's woken so many memories. I just want to get a massive bag of pick a mix now. God. You've got you got your licorice, got your anise. There's a little bit of blackcurrant there as well. I'll actually say that this is not as harsh as what the original sweets were, which is a bonus for me. Because you did come across a concentrated bit in, and they're like, wow, that's a bit. Nothing like that. It's perfectly smooth. That's really nice. Right, I'm going to go up to 4 volts. I'm going to go straight past 4 volts. Twat. Alright, we're going to go back up to 66 watts. This is another one. I mean, that was low down. The flavour is still in my mouth. It really does flood the flavour. Flood the mouth with flavour. Another one that I actually preferred lower down. This is one, or this is only personal, through obviously personal tastes. I don't think people using mechs on a full battery are going to like these, because they work better lower down. And with a mech, you've obviously got to wait for your battery to drop until you get kind of to the level that I'm thinking these are actually at their best. This is definitely a range I'd advise you to use a variable wattage device on, so you can play around with it and get the sweet spot that you're happy with. On a mech, I think you're going to have problems if you've got a full battery on there. Anyway, here we go. Wow. Going up the anise part of this really does shine through. Oh, really, the whole front half of the tongue is absolutely loaded with flavours. And every time you breathe out, you kind of get that blackjack effect. Wow. I'm going to go up to 4.2. But I'll be fair, I'm in a happy spot with this juice already. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I'm starting to get a bit of a VG nose as well, so excuse me for this. Yummy. Anyway, 4.2 volts. This one, however, forget what I just mentioned. There's number 5, yeah. Low to medium was the best ever to go. This one is a power whore. Just going up, the flavour just gets better and better and more. Oh, and longer lasting. Just like blackjack. Blackjack, you couldn't get that taste out you got for like an hour. This is hanging around, and every time you do it, it just reinforces it. And every time you breathe out, it's just pure blackjack. Fans of blackjack, alright, I know these flavours have been around from other companies before, but these have been done bloody well to me, in my opinion. That is the Black of Jack. So, that brings us to the end of this review. Once again, a massive thank you to all at Tub Thumping Brews for sending me this gumbo range to review, and a massive thank you to each and every one of you for watching. If you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please remember to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. You have to excuse any pauses I'm doing at the moment. My mouth is watering like a bastard. And my nose. So this is a lovely end picture for the review. Yeah, if you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please remember to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. My ugly mug will be appearing here very, very shortly. Give it a slap and give us a sub. So on behalf of myself, Darren Stone, head of the department in Inhaled Vapors, I bid you all a very good day and hope to see you soon for some more reviews. Take care, people.